Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just a plant haul, I guess is what you would call it. It's the plants that I've bought within the last month, maybe month and a half now. And a couple of them were in my repotting video. But yeah, I just wanted to share my growing collection with you guys. So I guess I'm going to start with the plants that I did do in the repot video, share in the repot video. We'll just start with this orchid. I repotted her in the repot video, which has been, I guess, a week or two now. I feel like it's a week. It's been like a week or so. She only dropped one flower, one bloom off, and she's been doing great otherwise. There's this little growth that's going on that seems like it's doing pretty well. It hasn't dropped either. It's not discolored or anything. So I'm very happy that she's actually thriving. Okay, and so my next one is my Thai constellation. This one I was really nervous about repotting, just because it was a little bit more of an expensive plant, but she needed to be repotted anyways. So it had to happen. But she's been doing great. She hasn't started putting off anything yet, so I'm hoping that happens soon. But she's not discolored. That brown spot was already there. She's not discolored, she's not dropping any leaves, she seems to be thriving, actually. And I'm just excited to have her in my collection, to be honest with you. I think this is a beautiful plant. And I love her. So this plant I actually got at the grocery, I guess it's the grocery store, the Trader Joe's. I got her at Trader Joe's. She's just a monstera. Interesting thing about this one, looks like there's multiple plants down here, which is pretty cool if there is multiple plants in here and it's not just split. I'm gonna try to repot her at some point, maybe separate some of these. Not right now, and maybe not for the next while, but it would be nice to see what's going on in the pot. And then my next, I guess I can do this one. This one's behind me. This is also a grocery store plant. It's just a Marble Queen pothos. I've never actually had one of these. And this was in the clearance section at Kroger. So, and it came in this pot. So I'm kind of excited, to have it in my collection. I love pothos. I love philodendrons. Anything, vining, I love. And speaking of vining, let's move on to this one. This one has been on my wish list for a very long time. And every time I seen it, it was only in the nursery and it was expensive, so I never bought it. However, I went to Lowe's the other day and I found it. It was not in this pot. I did repot it, not on video. But it's the philodendron micans. I got it at Lowe's. And I was so excited I bought it. It was the only one I've seen at that, it was the only one I seen at that Lowe's, and then it was, the only one I've seen at any surrounding Lowe's even. So that's pretty exciting. I'm sorry I have to do kind of cuts, with this video, just because I'm feeling a little bit awkward today, but, my next, I got this at Home Depot, and I don't know how well she's going to do just because she's crazy. looking. And she keeps dropping leaves. So I'm going to have to try to figure out why she keeps dropping leaves. She's big. This is a Ruby Cascade peperomia. I have had this kind of on my wish list. It wasn't like a absolutely have to have it, but it's something that I've always really liked the look of. And I thought it was just a nice thing to add to my collection if I can keep it alive. I've had zero luck with the vining peperomias, so let's just hope I can keep her alive. I'll probably try to repot her at some point, try to let her settle in before I repot her, just because I feel like I kind of want to put it in a new pot. I want to put it in, if I can find a decorative pot or a cash pot to put it in, I would like to find one that has a face, because I think that she would be great in a face pot. And yeah, this one is not actually for me, but I found it at a nursery in the town over, and this was almost an impulse buy, but not fully. I'm going to see my sister this weekend, and this is for my sister. I have been looking for, my air just kicked on, sorry. I've been looking for a plant related to this, but this is just the Crassula pyramidillis. I'll just show you the tag. The related one that I'm looking for is the Crassula Buddha temple. For my sister specifically, I mean, I would like to have one as well, but I don't do super well with succulents for some reason. But my sister, she loves succulents, so I try to look for the things that she wants while I'm out and about. Okay, so I'm gonna save my bigger one for last. I bought these the same day, okay? So I got this pitcher plant from Home Depot. I was really excited when I seen it, and yeah, she's putting off a couple of new she has, where is it? There's some new growth here happening, and at some point I would like to separate some of the basils down at the bottom, which is just the separation of the plant, of this plant specifically. She's got quite a few pictures on her as it is, and then the last but not least plant that a lot of people who collect plants may or may not love her, everybody probably loves the way she looks at least, is a peacock calathea. She's huge. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, I have to scoot back. A peacock calathea. She is also doing, I feel like she's doing pretty good. I haven't had any yellowing, and I've had her for probably 3 weeks now. There is some new growth happening here. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to show you. I'm gonna pull her out of her decorative pot, and I just watered her not that long ago, so she's a little heavy. I don't know, you can see some of that new growth right there. There's a few new leaves coming down here at the bottom. And I have a Calathea mosaic, and I've kept it alive. It's been doing well. I try to water all of my Calatheas with distilled water, and have bright and direct light. So I try to do everything by the book. Make sure the moisture level on the top is, good, not dried out, and watering with distilled water, bright and direct light. and that's given me success so far. She is putting out a lot of new growth in the middle or around the bottom part of it. No yellowing so far. I haven't had any bad luck with this plant, to be honest with you. So I'm just really excited. I love how big she is. I figured I've had calatheas in the past and I've killed them, and I could have just killed them just because of lack of knowledge about care for these plants, because they are a little bit more sensitive plants. When I bought this plant, I did do a little bit of research to double check that I knew what to do. I have since learned before that these plants are sensitive and do need specific care. But when I bought this plant, I've also bought the pitcher plant, and it requires a similar care-ish. So I water both of them with distilled water, and I try to, I've kind of switched a lot of my plants to distilled water because we have pretty hard water here. But higher humidity, distilled water, bright indirect light, which is in my south facing window with filtered light, so my curtains. And I don't know, I feel like it's doing pretty well. I have not noticed anything gone awry with this plant or any of my other calathea. But like I was saying, I've noticed that the smaller plants, and again, this could just be because of lack of care. I've had the smaller plants. I've had the regular, like, prayer plants, the Maranta prayer plant, and something else. And they were in smaller pots, and I ended up killing them. And again, like I said 100 times, it could just be lack of knowledge of care at the time. However, I thought that maybe if I get bigger plants, they might be easier to take care of, for a couple of different reasons. Smaller plants typically required to be watered more. And when you have a plant that drinks a lot of water, you're going to have to water it more. Or it requires a higher moisture level in the soil. It's going to have to be watered more. Because those pots just dry out so quickly. So I figured if I got a bigger plant, that this might help me maintain the plant longer. The plant will probably thrive a little bit longer. Just because it's not ideal to water a pot every 2 to 3 days because of size. And so my mosaic, it's in a pretty big pot. It's the same size pot, but it's not as big of a plant. It's just not as tall. It's still in the same size pot, which is probably an 8 to 10 inch pot, maybe. I'm gonna say 10 to 12 inch, actually. And yeah, I actually really enjoy taking care of calatheas, and I love having them. Especially this peacock calathea, it is a stunning plant, and a eye catcher, definitely. So yeah, it's one of my favorite plants at the moment, besides my pitcher plant. My pitcher plant, that's a really cool plant to have in the collection. I can't remember the variety, and I'm not sure if it says the variety of this Nepenthes. I feel like it starts with a V, but I cannot remember for the life of me what the variety of this one is. I want a I think the variety that I've seen is a Bloody Mary, where the pictures are all red. I think I really like those ones. I think those ones are very pretty. This one's very pretty as well. But I don't know. I guess that's it for the end of this video. But thank you guys for watching and sticking all the way through if you did. I am trying currently to make a video every week, and I'm trying to do vlogs, maybe, potentially. just week-long vlogs. So vlogs that just following me through a week's worth of whatever I'm doing. And I don't know if that's gonna work out, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye. I also wanted to go ahead and update on the seeds that we potted up. So these are all tomatoes. We have I think it's 100% success in the germinations. A couple of them are still kind of coming up, and I don't know what these weird little, I keep having weird little growths pop up, but it's okay. They're just little. I can pluck them out. I just haven't done it. And then I believe these are all peppers. So poblano and serrano. These I don't have 100% success with germination, but it's okay. And then these are serrano on this side, and then actually these might be peppers too. I don't know. Either way, I have peppers and tomatoes, and everything is growing. We have everything happening. This is a different thing than what we potted up. But yeah. That's it. Thank you guys. Bye.